Hello and welcome back to Factorio Atlantis. So we were trying to build things and yeah, so the reality of the situation is real world isn't quite the same as streaming. So I want to build things. I can't because that requires landfill. And landfill requires lots of stone to be processed. Yeah, I haven't turned anything off. Okay, and that requires stone to be mined, and because we have issues with mixed ore patches, getting the stone mined is a challenge. Okay, let's put that in. Right, so what we've done here is set up some splitting. I think if I just pull off a bit of product from there. All right, so now these things should be mining and the ore should be traveling through and then it will get box buffered. That's basically the plan, right? So these things should be buffered up so that these can always be running. We've now got all of these running by buffering that up. Do we have any other? Yeah, let's carry on round. All right. So this can't run because the coal is backed up. So that means I need a coal buffer. All right. And I already have made a couple of buffers, so let's copy paste. And it's probably this one. Maybe. So that there. Okay, so fingers crossed, this will fix our stone problem. I don't have any. Are these iron or steel? Steel. Good. I'm pretty sure steel chests are in the network. Let's check, because it's always possible they aren't. No, steel chests are in the network. What's the problem with them? I don't understand what the problem is, so let's head down. So I think this may be an episode of just fixing problems, which, you know, while it's not the most scintillating thing, is actually a genuine part of playing Factorio, that you have to make your factory work rather than just build things. All right, this here. Great. Right, so we had a problem that steel boxes. What's the issue with steel boxes? So there are only active when there are 50 in storage. And if I look at the storage, there are 77 in storage. Okay, so they're, I'm just waiting for them to be built, basically. Right, we don't need all this. I may end up building something here in future, but not right now. Just tidy up this flooring. In case you haven't spotted it, this is the platforms mod. It gives you these pontoon platform things you can put down over water. Very cute. All right, we appear to be making new construction bots. and sending them out at the speed which they exist, it's because we're doing landfilling. It's because we're putting down all this landfill. It's, yeah, completely. So we have 6,793 construction bots currently. This is waiting on these things, and these things are waiting on nothing. It's just the speed they go out. Okay, see if that speeds things up. And then in the meantime, how are we doing for power? 500. That's fine. We can produce about 960 or something. 2 lots of 480. That's 960. Yeah, 960. Okay, this is all ratioed out. So if I want this to go at full speed, at the moment it's using up the belt buffer. Oh no, hang on. Yeah, 6 of these to 3 of these, that is ratioed out. So now I've put speed modules and everything, it should all work. There we go. What's the next job? So at the moment there's a lot of, yeah, this is all buffered up. So I just set this to turn this entire patch into landfill. We're now down to, we can get rid of that. That has 67k under it, which is pretty awesome. All right, let's head up there. Is that something I want to take my hovercraft to? Yeah, I think it is. I have speed modules, so I can module the miners, which will help clear out that patch and also help us get our land built. Right, where is, I think I parked it up here somewhere. Let's have a look on the map. So I should see, and oh, there it is. Here it is. Right, my construction bots need to come back. Those of you who've watched a few episodes back to back will know that I've been recording some episodes back to back while drinking a bottle of wine. So I am now probably not legally able to drive a hovercraft. Let's head on up. Okay. So I quite like the idea of using speed modules to get all this stuff running. Let's hop out here. So we are definitely not filling a belt. Right, let's get some more speed modules. I could probably do with more than 50. I think I might set the buffer a bit higher if I haven't already. Alright, let's head on down. It's a bit rude running away from my bots, but you know. Alright, so I would like this to buffer up to 200. Good. Run a lot faster on platforms. This is not full. Okay, this is coming from this wiggly woggly line. It's coming from here. Okay. And am I in Logi range? No, I'm not. Here I am. So the other option here would be to rip up the mining drills and put them back down again with productivity modules in. So blueprint them down with the modules in. Yeah, I'm not too keen on that. Okay, so I have how many incoming? 5 on the way. Okay, this is clearly not going to be a long-term solution. Are we improving the production of... Where are we? So I want landfill. Yes, we are improving the production of landfill. I'm not sure we're improving it massively. Right, I've got another 10 of these. Okay, that's all done. Let's head over here. This is the next one. All right. Do we have coverage? There we are. So we probably have complete coverage now. Do I have any incoming? Yep, 3. We can all retire rich. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm flooring out these 3 squares. I'm in 2 minds about whether to retire this. I'm not sure. This is where I've tended to build. It's got the signals on the outside, like this one and this one. But I'm thinking I'm thinking production science. I'll move this down to here. I'll put the module build up here. And then I will put the furnaces build to one side or the other. I think that's how I'm going to do it. Right, is there anything I can do? There's not really much there. Okay, if I cancel most of these, well, don't need trains right now, so let's get rid of those. Don't need the extra construction bots. I only need 1 stack of those. Don't need the coal. All the solid fuel gears, circuits. Don't need ammo right now. Right now don't need rockets or a shield. Okay. Where is my... Here we are. And how am I doing? On the way 3. Let's see if I can find a way out. Right, all this can go. There we go. And I'm going to fly up north. This never really worked out. That was intended to be a train deploying area. It's not how things have actually happened. And to be honest, it doesn't really work because we don't have buffer boxes. Let's head up to stone. Okay. So. This whole train contraption dates from before we'd got our design really working. Right, let's get rid of all that. Okay. So I think that's the simplest thing. Let's put priority there. so it shouldn't go through the boxes at all unless needed. Right. These are how full are they? Not. Some. Okay, that's me full. Let's take these speed modules, see if we can give this a bit of a boost. Cool. Now, I'm actually tempted to install a water fill or an explosive blasting mod so that when we have islands which we no longer need, we can demolish them. So when this island here is mined out, I would quite like to demolish the whole section so that we are left with just water. I think that would be kind of cute. So we'd end up with a world which was just water as we mined it all out. Let's head on down. In fact, I might do that next. We'll figure out which mod we're going to use, install it, set up the recipes, and then get it going. Okay. So I have let's find out where I would like to build next, and we'll see if I've got the landfill to pack the ground out. All right. So my bots can start doing work. So there are a few landfill, waterfill mods. There's waterfill, I believe. There's explosive water and a few others. I feel like the task of turning land into water should involve some cost. And I really want to start off here and work outwards. So I want to get rid of all of the land which I'm not actively using. Right, come on, back. All of you come back. That's pretty cool. How much of this do I have? Oh, a lot. Let's make my brush bigger. Okay. It's almost like I'm back on one of those big community maps where we're putting down solar on mess. Let my bots get back, otherwise I'll get upset. That's it. Bots are actually much better at putting down single tiles than I am. Okay, so let's save this game. As you've noticed, I'm not saving these games in ways that match the episodes. One day I'll be that organized. Let's quit. Let's go to mods. Install. Okay, search for water. Explosive excavation or waterfill. So waterfill is fine if you want something that's like pseudo creative. So in a previous series where I was building a mega base, I had a thing where I was filling up trains with water, which meant putting tracks across water, landfilling, putting down pumps and things. and I occasionally put down landfill off by 1, and that was frustrating. So I just installed waterfill, which let me pull up the landfill off by 1. But I only used it for correcting landfilling mistakes. This waterfill mod, you just put down an assembling machine. It turns a unit of water into a unit of of waterfill. You can then place that down as a water tile. I think I'm going to install explosive excavation. Okay. This one you have to actually make an item, which then explodes the land to leave you with water. So it feels like you're doing more work. It feels more like, you know, you're actually getting the water rather than just being in a world editor. Okay, play. Load game island. Brilliant. So, technologies. Blasting charges. Okay, explosives, grenades, and barrels. I like that. Research that. Okay. Right, I need my sad balloons, as my daughter calls them. You just have to let them dock, and then they're happy. That's it. There you go. Okay, so explosive charges has finished. That's all my landfill gone. Okay, so let's have a look. Explosive charges. So we need some explosives, some barrels, some grenades. 8 seconds. Blasting charges. So let's give that a go. I'm aware I'm nearly out of time, but we will see what we can do. We'll head over to the Make Everything and give it a go. I wish I could run faster. I could, of course, just tell it I can run faster, but since we're going to be installing legs and things later, that seems a bit cheaty. There, I watched a Catherine Sky series where she was on a rail world, and she had like a 10 times or a 20 times walk speed to get around the rail world. You know, quality of life, but it seemed ridiculous since the whole point of the world was that it was a rail world where you had to travel around with rail. Okay, so to make blasting charges, I need barrels, explosives, and grenades. And I have barrels, explosives, and grenades here, except with the cliff explosives. Okay, is there another way? So if this went out there, and this went out there, let's put in a piece of platform. Oh, no, just a piece of platform. There we go. Right. So then could we fit an assembly machine in here? Is there enough room? Maybe not. Let's try it. stick to yellow belts for now. It seems a bit rude to use things that aren't yellow if you don't need to. Where are explosives? Oh, explosives are up here. Okay, and barrels are never put into boxes because grenades I can take out. The barrels, however, and I can't move the whole of this left one. Alright. Barrels require steel. Steel is here. So is there another... Because what I'm thinking is, I could take grenades out of that box into the machine if I could get barrels into the machine. It seems a shame to have a barrel machine and not be able to get barrels out. Thing is, if I go that way, there's no obvious place. Oh! Okay. So we can go underground here, and we could come up there. All right. So this is a red one. To there. Put down a platform. There. Great. So we have barrels here. Then, if we put down a bit of platform. So I need to underground this like that to fit 2 long arms, and then we could fit a assembly machine here. Oh, it needs to be 1 back, doesn't it? Does that kill anything? Yeah, it kills that. Put that up there. Okay, so then we need platform. There. Platform. Blasting charges. I will need... Don't know why I keep using my inventory when I've got all the other things here. All right. That would give me all the power I need. Okay, then we need to put this out somewhere. Okay, and let's set a limit on this to blasting charges less than 1,000. So that would just buffer up. Now, how are we doing for explosives? Fine for now. Okay. This uses them up at 5 a minute. And this produces them at 30 a minute. So we are absolutely fine. Okay, and then just to check. So these blasting charges. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's our... This is how we are going to get rid of islands. It's just a pity we can't use the delete to deconstruct. But I'm going to request a stack of blasting. And they stack to 100. This is set to 1,000, which is 10. That's fine. are we doing for... There we go. So I'm going to leave it there. Sorry for overrunning. But basically I'm waiting for this to all be landfilled before I get on and build the rail build, which will go in this square. Just to recap, we can now do explosive landfill. So as and when we are finished with islands, as and when we have actually used them all up, we can blow them to kingdom come and end up with a purely water world. I like the aesthetic of that, basically. I like the idea that when we are finished, there is nothing left. So on that rather nihilistic note, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. I will see you again soon with another exciting episode of Factorio Atlantis. Bye-bye.